A very good afternoon to you from wherever you're watching us. This is TV47 News. Now, welcome. My name is Anne Odida. Let's get started. Now, at the peak of the journalism life in Kenya lies the annual Journalism Excellence Awards ceremony, where every Kenyan journalist dreams of claiming the prestigious award. And this year's title, it's more than not just an award, it goes to our very own Elizabeth Atieno. Here's how the ceremony unfolded yesterday.
At the prestigious Journalism Excellence Awards ceremony, every journalist aspires to clinch the coveted title of Journalist of the Year. It's an award that symbolizes the tireless dedication and exemplary skills required to be selected as the best among the best. And this year, the award was scooped by Elizabeth Atieno of TV47 for a feature titled A Sweatless Survival in the Health and Medical Reporting category.
The Journalist of the Year award goes to...
The Journalist of the Year award goes to...
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Elizabeth Ochieng.
Elizabeth Ochieng, uko wapi? Njoo tafadhali, we celebrate you. Wow!
Elizabeth was one of the several journalists from Cape Media Limited's TV47 and Radio 47 who made the shortlist for the 2024 Annual Journalism Excellence Awards SIGNET due to their remarkable contributions to the media landscape. Among them, Violet Namatsi, a TV47 correspondent based in Kakamega County, won an award for her story titled The Plight of Intersex Persons in Kenya in the category of gender reporting. Sharon Baranga with her photojournalist George Kinyanjui won awards for their story under the governance reporting category. 47's Ali Hassan of Radio 47 was recognized as a finalist for his story, Hamkani za Mashabiki, under the category of sports reporting.
KJ, Honorable KJ, you're ready? 3.
SIGNET, a creation of the Media Council of Kenya, serves as a platform to acknowledge and honor excellence and professionalism within the media industry. Paul Kilobi, TV47, Nairobi.
Congratulations to our stars, Violet and Elizabeth. That story will form the basis of our conversation tonight on Her Say. We will hear more on their say. Now, the president is under pressure to declare flooding as national disaster and put in place emergency strategies to deal with disaster. Vihiga County Senator Godfrey Osotsi has criticized the government's disaster management unit, that despite the ongoing efforts, there is not much that has been done. We will bring you that story later on. Now, UDA's Maragua Member of Parliament Mary Wamaua Waithera has asked President William Ruto to crack the whip and fire Cabinet Secretaries failing his development agenda. The Mount Kenya MP who spoke in Kabuchai constituency, Bungoma County, during the launch of a borehole drilling project cited Cabinet Secretaries Mithika Linturi and Susan Nakhumicha, whom she said deserved to be impeached. The MP has proposed the impeachment of Health CS Susan Nakhumicha after Parliament concludes Linturi's impeachment process.
Hii maji kutoka bunge.
Kana mambo ya maji baba ndoveka mchai mlembe mwezi, lakini nashukuru madam.
Kwa hivyo kama sisi wa Central Kenya tuliweka kidole for the impeachment of Mithika Linturi, tukijua ni wa kwetu Mount Kenya region, tunatakiwa kujua hata wakati ya kumita ikifika, hata nyinyi mtuunge mkono. Kama baya, sio kusema huyu ni wa kwetu Western. Hapana, hata sisi hatukusema hivyo. Na kumita yeye ndiye waziri wa health. Angalia ni watu wangapi ambao mioyo yao imepotea kwa sababu madaktari wamegoma. Hata afadhali mimea inamea tu kwa sababu kuna mvua na mchanga iko. Lakini ukipoteza uhai wa mtu huwezi urudisha. Kwa hivyo president pahali huko, usiwe na huruma kwa yeyote ambaye anakuaibisha kwa wananchi. Yeyote ambao
Now, Busia Governor Dr. Paul Otuoma has raised concerns over how the national government is handling counties affected by floods across the country. Speaking in Budalangi constituency on Friday during a food distribution exercise to flood victims, Governor Otuoma expressed his dissatisfaction with the manner that the national government is releasing disaster money to the counties. Otuoma maintained this is the time the government, in collaboration with governors in the disaster-affected areas, need to show solidarity with affected families and champion finding lasting solutions to floods in Budalangi.
Ni shida ya Afrika mzima kwa sababu hii mto hii Lake Victoria inaenda mpaka kule Misri, na hapa Kisumu tuko na ile kamati ama ile nini organization tunaita Lake Victoria Basin Commission. Lakini ile Victoria Basin Commission ingawaje wamekuwa hapa Kisumu na kuangalia mambo ya sisi pia kama wakaaji wa Afrika Mashariki, hii mambo imefanyika sasa, hii inaonekana hatujapiga hatua mbele, ni kama tunapiga hatua nyuma, because wamekuwa na mikutano na watu kutoka kule Egypt, kule Ethiopia, kule Sudan, Uganda, lakini sisi hapa Kenya na haswa eneo haya hii Budalangi, sisi ndio tunaathirika sana. Lakini rasilimali ikikuja ya kujaribu kuona kwamba tutasaidia Wakenya namna gani na haswa watu wa Budalangi, hatujaona chochote. And we can't solve these problems on our own. Hatuwezi kuwa tunaongea mambo ya climate change na pesa inakuja mingi katika nchi hii ya mambo ya climate change, lakini vile hii pesa inapangwa, sio pesa inaenda mashinani kusaidia watu.
Now, this year's Machakos County Agricultural Society of Kenya National Show will focus on showcasing products that best adapt to varying weather patterns, including harsh climate and rainy seasons. Speaking at Machakos ASK showgrounds after inspection of the vicinity to ascertain their preparedness, the Chief Executive Officer Bartram Muthoka stated that since farmers are facing the consequences of climate, therefore showcasing products that can withstand the harsh climate will assist the farmers in overcoming the challenges. However, Muthoka said that this year's show is expected to attract close to 120 exhibitors compared to last year's edition where 95 exhibitors turned up.
I can confirm that we've made great progress. A lot of preparations, a lot of efforts have been put in place just to ensure that we are going to have a bigger and better show. That we can confirm. As I said earlier again, we pick on three major things. We pick on adaptability, sustainability, as well as the reduction of the greenhouse gas emissions, so that then we can be very clear with what we showcase is what supports the farmer with extreme weathers, a lot of rains, a lot of sunshine, and therefore we are going to show and showcase products then that are able to cushion the farmer from the effect of climate change and of course the extreme weather.
Last year tulipata exhibitors 95 na ndio tukapunguza our target, tukaja mwaka huu tukaja 120 na tunaona tutafikia hiyo 120. Kutoka 95 kwenda 120 sio mbali sana. Na vitu mpya nyingi kama for the first time in many years new KPCU wanarudi. Tuko na wengine ambao wanatengeneza vyakula za wanyama wanaitwa Dehues, hao wanatoka Netherlands na wengine wengi.
In a country that is fast accepting and prioritizing the two-third gender rule, having a woman lead in a field that is deemed dangerous and mostly left for the men is incredible. This is a step for the Kenyan women and women across the globe in general to put their best foot forward in careers which society has made believe is a man's venture. Major General Fatuma Ahmed Gaiti has proven beyond doubt that women can occupy some positions, but who exactly is the new Kenya Air Force boss? Here is a short background on Major General Fatuma Ahmed Gaiti.
When the post of commander is mentioned, most people automatically believe a man's name will follow the title, at least in Africa, or more specifically, Kenya. 2nd May 2024, that ideology was changed in Kenya.
A solemn responsibility.
President William Ruto appointed the first ever woman to be at the helm of one of the formations in the armed forces. Major General Fatuma Ahmed Gaiti, born 1965 and served in the army since 1983 when she joined as a cadet officer. She served as a commissioned second lieutenant officer under the women-only Kenya Women's Service Corps. An experienced soldier, Major General Ahmed attended the National Defense College and is an alumnus of the Defense Staff College. She holds a diploma in management from Strathmore University and holds a degree from the Institute of Diplomacy and International Studies. Most of her roles have been in human resources. In 1985, she was commissioned to the rank of second lieutenant and posted to the Kenya Air Force. Putting her best foot forward, Major General Ahmed got her first star and given the title Brigadier in the Air Force in 2015 by former President Uhuru Kenyatta, boasting first woman to hold the position in a man-dominated field. 6 years later, and her notable service in the army was noted, hence getting another star in the ranks and being promoted to Major General. She is the first woman to hold the rank of Major General in the Kenya Defense Forces. Last year, President William Ruto appointed her as the Senior Directing Staff Heir. Major General Ahmed has also served as the battalion's second-in-command Staff Officer 2, Audit Personnel and Records. But now, she leads the way and sets the pace for more women joining the army. She holds the title of Commander and Head of the Kenya Air Force, having been appointed on Thursday by President William Ruto in recent changes to the armed forces after the death of Chief of Defense Forces General Francis Ogola. The changes in the army see Major General Ahmed being just 2 ranks below the Chief of Defense Forces. In the changes, General Kahariri is the new Chief of Defense Forces, deputized by Lieutenant General Omenda. Major General Paul Otieno has been posted to Kenya Navy as the commander. Vera Alberta, TV47.
Now, as the country grapples with the heavy floods affecting the region, flooding due to heavy rains, corporates are joining government efforts in delivering essential aid to those affected, including supermarket chain Naivas has donated foodstuff worth 5 million Kenya shillings to support those affected. Take a look.
The impact of the recent heavy rains are being felt in almost every part of the country. The situation is dire, with many people displaced by floods in some counties, a situation that has prompted joint efforts between government, relief agencies and corporates to help those in need. Naivas Supermarket is amongst organizations leading efforts to assist those affected by floods.
Company, we feel a very strong sense of duty to come together and assist the communities that we operate within. We have a donation of about 5 million shillings of assorted items, ranging from maize flour, cereals, which is rice, green grams and beans. And we are channeling this through Red Cross, which has been very critical and incredible in assisting our brothers and sisters who are suffering.
The supermarket chain, in collaboration with other organizations, has donated assorted food items, including cooking oil, flour, rice and salt, which will be channeled through the Kenya Red Cross Society to assist those facing challenges during this period.
This is not a one-off event. We'll continue working together with our partners to ensure that we come through and assist our fellow Kenyans in these their time.
So, as you know, we've been responding to floods across the country. There are communities that have been really badly affected, households that have been displaced, livestock that have been lost. And so through partners, we have been able to reach these community members with the most pressing needs, which right now is food and non-food items. So we're really grateful and appreciative to partners such as NIVAS who come in and help us reach those that need help the most.
The Red Cross Society has called for food and non-food item contributions to families affected by floods in different parts of the country.
My name is Betty Kialo, and this is TV47.
Ngoja. Kijana ako anasaidia kushoot pool. Hiki mbele nitaizima hii.
Tunakuja na yeye pamoja, like in the same car. The guy leaves me and goes ahead and I have to do pictures of pool.
Tu mama hajaleta stories za hao kwa TV.
So yeah.
To be honest, I feel like crying, but I can't cry in front of her. Mimi mwenyewe nasikia kulia. I'm overwhelmed by the story. You know,
explore Africa's inspiring legends. Stories of courage, resilience, and the indomitable African spirit.
I think as far as Africa is concerned, music cannot be for enjoyment. Music has to be for revolution.
What was really important was payback time to nature.
The environment is everyday issue. It's the air we breathe. It's the water we drink. It's the food we eat. And we can't live without these things.
Faces of Africa on TV47.
All right, welcome back. Now, the president is under pressure to declare flooding as a national disaster and put in place emergency strategies to deal with the disaster. Vihiga County Senator Godfrey Osotsi has criticized the government's disaster management unit, claiming that despite the money allocated to the unit, nothing important has been done to aid the struggling flood victims in the country.
Miezi kadhaa kuanzia leo utasikia sasa watu wamekufa kwa sababu ya njaa ama mifugo imekufa kwa sababu ya ukame. Hiyo ni shida ambayo serikali ambayo iko na maono inaweza shughulikia. Na ningependa kumwambia Rais Ruto kwamba yeye declare hii flood as a national disaster. Kwa sababu watu wanaendelea kufa na ile weatherman ametuambia kwamba leo na kesho mvua itakuwa mingi sana, haswa eneo hili la magharibi. Kwa hivyo serikali imejiandaa namna gani na imeweza communicate na wananchi namna gani? Tuko na mashirika Kenya hii. Saa zingine unashindwa kwa nini tuna mashirika kama hayo ambayo serikali inaweka pesa na kazi yao hatuoni.
Quality healthcare standards, better accessibility to healthcare and proximity of healthcare facilities to the communities through the primary health centers have been a long-term problem for most of Mombasa residents. As a way of addressing the current condition of lack of a modern hospital with diversified services in the coast region and addressing ongoing emergencies and accidents in the country, the Aga Khan Health Services, in partnership with the French government, has launched its newly refurbished 8-year-old facility in Mombasa County. The facility has evolved to a 115-bed secondary hospital from a previous 82-bed. A population base of more than 1.4 million people from the coast region will be able to meet evolving healthcare needs as the facility comes with a larger ICU, neonatal intensive care unit, high dependency unit and isolation ward.
Contribute to better access healthcare, including availing healthcare closer to community through primary health centers, none of which were financed within these AFD supports, but also to avail improve clinical programs, including maternal health. This hospital will position itself on subspecialties, that has been said, in cardiology, oncology, and neurosciences program, for which the supply is fairly limited in Kenya. And we're happy to collaborate with the Aga Khan Health Services in Kenya for improving access to affordable quality healthcare services, provide through its facility and highly qualified and skilled doctors and nurses.
Our primary focus moving forward is to intensify efforts to enhance the utilization of the renovated facility to deliver high quality care services to this region. We stand ready for even greater accomplishments.